Hi guys, it's Lori from Piece 9 Art. Got a question for you. What do playing cards, a spin art machine, and postage stamps have in common? How about artist trading cards? If you don't know what those are, stick around, I'll tell you. Okay. Artist trading cards are lovely little pieces of art about the size of a playing card, about 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. As artists, we make them all different kinds of ways. Putting paint on them, putting ribbons, doing collages. We start with plain pieces of paper and draw on them. We start with playing cards and paint on them. Just pretty much anything you can think of to do art on a playing card. It kind of needs to be flat so that it can go inside of a little plastic pocket. But other than that, and the fact that it's supposed to be 2.5 by 3.5, the sky's the limit on what you can do for an artist trading card, also often referred to as an ATC. And you can find groups on Facebook and I'm sure all the other social media platforms to trade cards with other artists. So something you might want to look into. And doing some trading cards on a spin art machine will definitely get you noticed. Now, the last time, either the last time or the time before, I was talking about using papers that were not quite the right size for your little holder. Well, and I was saying you need to get a piece of paper that is the right size and tape your odd size piece of paper to that. And the other night I got to thinking, why? Why do I need to tape my extra piece of paper to another piece of paper? Why not just tape it directly to the holder? So I gave that a try, and you know what? That works. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Basically, because of the centrifugal force, you want to make sure that you have tape going in 2 different directions so that it doesn't roll with your piece of paper. So I've got my paper going my tape going 2 different directions there. You do still want to center your card on this. In this case, it's going to be almost right between those 2 lines, between those 2 tabs, and a little bit of space there. And that tape probably will stay on for several cards, based on my previous experience. I haven't done anything to these cards. They're just like they came out of the pack. And what I found seemed to work really well was to put a light coat of light-colored paint on them with the spin art machine as I was getting ready to put the rest of the paint on. So I'm going to do that now. I've got some paint that's a mix of white and light yellow and some water, because it doesn't need to be thick and I didn't want to use a whole lot of paint on this. So let me get my splash guard. Because I really don't want paint all over me. That tape's going to hold the card in place. And I'm going to pour just enough of this light colored paint to cover the card. And basically give it something to give the other paints something to help them move across the card. Doesn't necessarily have to cover all of the image on the card, because your paints are going to do that. This is mostly just to get things moving across the card. I do think I want to see if I can get a little bit more on there, so that it'll go all the way out. Now, I've been messing with my paints a bit today. I don't want to start with metallics. I was looking through all my little bottle craft paint, and it seemed like a lot of them were getting empty. Not all the way empty, but getting empty. So I said, you know what? I need to move them into little cups. And maybe that'll make it a little easier for me to see what I've got. And I put some of them together into little dirty pours. And in some cases, this one is a dirty pour from a previous painting process. So let's see how much I can get out of there. And this is where having the coat of paint already on the card will help this paint to move out a little more easily. Especially considering that there's just not a whole lot in there. And what is in there has gotten kind of thick. So let's help it out a little bit. Get it out there. It's a pretty color combination, pink and dark blue and teal. And yeah, I just got my finger in there and got it slapped. So I want to do that. Let that work for a moment here. And let's see what we got. There we go. See if I can get it up off the tape. There we go. And there's my card. Like I said, pretty colors. That tape back down a little bit. And I seem to have managed to get some metallic into every single one of my cups, which is just crazy because I don't want to start with metallic. Because the last time I did metallics, I ended up having a horrible time getting the colors out. Well, at least now I've got a good bit of that yellow paint down, that light yellow paint down. Now this time that card is not level. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's see how that works. And this is vanilla and coral and green and purple and some metallic violets. So hopefully I'm not going to regret that metallic violet. Okay. That'll work a moment. And let's see what we've got. Well, that green moved nicely across the card. I don't know if you can see it yet. I'll pull it out here. See how that green just kind of spread out across the card, and the purples then all bunched up together and made some jaggedy lines. That'll be a really pretty card. See if I can smooth that out a bit. Didn't have this problem before. Let's see here. See if I can get this on there a little straighter. Definitely flatter. Okay. I'm going to go for this one that is black and green and red. That should be a good one. Okay. Got my yellow down. I'm going to go ahead and let this start moving down some. And let's see what it does. Whew. To me, one of the fun things about doing spin art is the fact that you can do several cards in such quick succession. And you can have them be very similar in style or very different. Not in style so much, but in colors. So, wow. Love that one. Check that out. I think I've got enough paint in there to do another one. Let's see here. Don't have a whole lot of black in there this time. I think I'm going to put a little bit more black in. I really do like that color combination. That black really makes it pop. Just a tiny bit. Ooh, maybe gotten too much black in there. Okay. Let's see here. Wow, yeah. A little too much black. It's okay though. It's a cool color combination still. It's just somewhat darker than what I had in mind. But that's okay too. For me, this is just about the funnest thing in the world to do. Just doing card after card of this and just having so much fun with it. This time I've got a lot of different colors in here. I've got red and black and periwinkle blue and some King's Gold, which is the metallic, and a couple of 3 drops of yellow and a few drops of orange. So this is going to be either really beautiful or a mess. Yeah. So we shall see. Looks like I've got enough for a second one of that also, so that's nice. Yeah, all right. Sometimes you'll see lines of that yellow, that light yellow, left on the card. And it might have a little bit of that here. That King's Gold just really pretty much disappeared, which is a shame, but it happens. Not gonna fret about it. Using that tape makes it so quick and easy to just take one out, put the next one on. Oh, I forgot to do my light yellow. Oh well, we're going to see how this works without the light yellow. Got a string in here. It just doesn't want to really turn loose. So, okay. Okay. I'm trying to push the off button the wrong direction. Silly. Ooh. Ha. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a beautiful mess, but it is kind of a mess. And it also is kind of beautiful. Kind of love that one. Let's go ahead and get this on there. I don't think I've got enough in there to actually do any more with that. So I'm going to tip that over together with another one that I just finished. And might get another one out of the mixture of the two. We'll see. Now this one is dark green, light green, lime green maybe, and a different version of King's Gold. I'm going to see if I can get that King's Gold to go on last, so it doesn't just completely disappear. I like that King's Gold. I don't want to just completely lose it. Okay. It takes so little of the paint for these to work. So that came out pretty. Fairly simple because it was just 3 colors, but still very pretty. And I think, okay. Like that. I'm going to put just a little bit of this light yellow in with that, just to help push those paints out as much as anything. Okay, that's that. That run for a moment, let this push down. And maybe what I'll do is just kind of work it down a little bit with my toothpicks. There we go. Alright. Probably about all I'm likely to get easily out of there. But look, even the cup is pretty. I mean, come on. Very different from the first one, but still very, very pretty. Okay. Got my King of Diamonds here. It's about to disappear under a layer of paint. And let's see, yes, I do have one more set mixed up here. It's going to be an interesting color combination. It is orange and black and blue and King's Gold. So appropriate for the King of Diamonds, I suppose. So there's my color combination. And here we go. Looks like maybe I got some of that light yellow staying in place on the card, and that's okay too. Makes a nice contrast for the black and the dark blue, or bright blue, whatever this was. Look at that. I mean, how can you ever object to the concept of spin art when you get results like that? And that tape is still going strong, and I haven't changed out my tape at all yet. Now, one little cup of yellow or white paint is also still going strong. I'm fairly sure I've got enough paint in here to do another card. Looks like I do. Blue and orange are my daughter's school colors, so she should like this one. Or not, because it doesn't have just a ton of the orange. But, you know, maybe. It came out very pretty. Take a look. And as before, I will have photographs of all of these at the end of the video. And let you see how they look when they're all dry.